Chocolate, I-49 North, US 71 North.
What's up, guys? So, just hopped in the car with my wife. We're going to be delivering some Amazon. What's up, everybody?
Continue for on US 71, I-49 Low North.
Things kind of, I don't know if this thing's correct or not. Hopefully it's not too shaky. As you guys come in here, just say hi so I know who's in here, who to talk to. Let's see, live chat. I think I got it on the right one. Got 4 people in here and 2 thumbs up already. Yeah, we're Richard Hughes, hey, what's up? Myers kids, hey, how you doing? Yeah, so early this morning, I went, me and my son took the Mustang to go see if we could trade it for the school bus. And, well, that guy apparently thinks his school bus is like gold. Hey, Susie, what's going on? Man, we got 10 people in here, 6 thumbs up already. That's awesome. And then my wife, she went to an Amazon load, so we're going to go deliver some Amazon this morning. And I said, yeah, sure, I'll ride with you. We're heading over into Oklahoma. My chat keeps disappearing on me. It's been a little while since I've done a chat or live stream. A little rusty at it here. But yeah, the guy basically wanted me to buy the school bus off of him for $3,000 and then give him the Mustang. I said, no, I don't think so. It's a straight across deal or no deal at all. You know, I value the Mustang at about $6,500. It's got a rebuilt motor in it. It's got a new clutch in it. Got a new engine fan on it. We fixed the overheating issue by putting a switch on the dash for the engine fan. And I don't know, typical dealer, right? Where they, you know, they want cash money out of, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to trade for. They want to have you pay what they have in it, so they recoup their money out of it, and then whatever vehicle you're wanting to do a trade-in on, they're just taking it from you, right? So there's a no deal on that. I've contacted a few other people that's got school buses listed and waiting to hear back from them. Most of them are cash only. They only want to deal with cash, and that's the problem right now. Is just so many people don't have the cash to buy stuff like that. So I mean, I think it's really like people who would be interested in buying a school bus right now don't have that kind of money to buy it. So, yeah, you guys will hear the GPS telling us where to go. Awesome. 12 people in here, 7 thumbs up. My wife's driving, scaring the life out of me. She don't like it when I complain about her driving. So what are you guys up to? Did you have a great Thanksgiving? I know I did. We had way more food than we could possibly eat. I made the, what was that, honey glazed, or brown sugar glazed ham, and took that. It was pretty good. The turkey was awesome this year. It wasn't all dried out, so that was awesome. But yeah, I don't know, kind of bummed out this morning. Just a little bummed out because I thought for sure the guy would do that deal, trade straight across. But he tried lying to me and telling me he had about $5,000 in each one of those buses, that he bought 33 of them at $5,000 a piece. I was like, no, you didn't. I know better. So, anyways, I guess it wasn't meant to be. So what are you guys up to? I'm not getting any more messages on the chat here. Last one I see, Susie Jacobson said hi. What's up?
Keep right to take exit 24 towards US 60.
Hey, what's up, Danny? Going? Yeah, it's been a while since I went live, so I said, well, I need to go live today. Can I turn that thing down?
Keep left onto the ramp towards US 60, headed 150 feet, turn left.
Back up.
Okay, well,
Turn left onto US 60.
it's not going down. I know which down button is the down button. She's gonna backhand me here in a minute. It's gonna be funny. She thinks I don't know how to operate the volume up and down on a phone. I'm not the smartest at everything, but come on, give me a break.
I just turned it down for you.
I was pushing the button and it would go down and then back up. So, I don't know. I think it's that new case is not working very good with your phone. Yeah. So, yeah, no school bus today. Kind of bummed out about that. I was really hopeful. But at the same time, I really wasn't. Because they're Chevy and they got the Duramax diesel in them. Not something I'm really super interested in. I would rather have the 7.3 liter Power Stroke Ford. So maybe it was for the best. I don't know. I don't know if this light's ever going to change. Been sitting here for a minute. So anyways, I hope we don't lose service while I'm doing this live. I don't know how long I'll be on. Didn't really plan on going live today, but I was like, well, it is Monday and I need to get back in the habit of doing my Monday morning lives. It's not even morning anymore, it's noon. So, but I wanted to give you all a chance to get in here and schedule the live, so I gave it 15 minutes. Sandra Melhot, hello from Germany. What's up? All the way from over in Germany. Cool. I think I've seen you in my lives before. Awesome. 16 people in here, 12 thumbs up. That's pretty good numbers for me. Man. I don't know. How much do you guys think a Skoolie bus or school bus, that 5 window, how much do you think it would go for? Hey Eric, Greenhorn 1 Acre, what's up, man? So Eric, you asked me on my other video on the school buses how much that guy wanted for each one of those school buses. He wants $6,500 cash out the door for each one of those. And I told him he was way too high. I know of several like 72 passenger buses around here that are like 2001 flat nose, and otherwise they've got some internationals and stuff with the DT 466 in it for 5,000 that are in pretty darn good shape. There's a few others that are like 4,000 something, and honestly I think I would rather have the bigger, longer bus because you just simply have a lot more room. And the other thing is you have the 11R22.5 tires on there. It's basically semi-truck tires and the higher weight rating, so you can pretty much put whatever you want in there to build that out and not have to worry so much about the weight that you're putting in there. So Eric said, yeah, or that is a little high. Yeah, it is. He wanted my Mustang plus $3,000, and I said, no, I don't think so. I'm not even going to consider that, and walked away. So I was like, you got to be kidding me. you're basically saying that the Mustang is only worth $3,000. That's nuts. It's got a brand new motor in it and a brand new clutch. I fixed all the overheating issues and everything with it. The only thing it really needs now is a set of back tires put on it. I've drove it quite a bit since I've done all the work to it, going in and out of town and stuff, making sure it doesn't overheat. With the temperatures what they are now, I never even have to kick the fan on. It stays cool. So yeah, he said. Eric says, "LOL." Yeah, no. I told him, I said, no, man. If you're not going to do a straight across deal, then there's no deal at all. I can't put cash with it. I don't have cash to put with it. But there are a few others that I've contacted in the area that have more full-length buses. There's one that's already had most of the seats taken out, and it's actually in the town that we're driving near right now. So it's pretty close by. It is a 72 passenger. I can't remember. I think it said it had a cat motor in it. I'm not very interested in getting a cat motor. I'd rather have like the DT 466 or a Cummins motor, or the 7.3 liter Power Stroke. I'd rather it have the Power Stroke actually. Patty Price says, "I'm sorry, Dave. Was hoping you got it." Yeah. Some dealers, they just, yeah, you can't deal with them. Sandra Melhot said he will have him for a while. Yeah, he will. Or he's going to take him to auction. I know the guy. He'll probably end up taking him to auction and losing money on him. Well, he'll make money. He was just lying to me about how much he had in him. I know how much they buy them for in auction. They usually, when you go to auction and you buy that many of them, you're usually getting them around $2,500 to $3,000 a piece, and that way you can sell it for $4,000 or $5,000 and make a little bit of money. But he's wanting $6,500. I mean, basically, when a dealer comes to me and they say, "Well, I want $3,000 cash plus the vehicle you want to trade in," that tells me he's got maybe $3,000 in it. I'm guessing $2,500, and he wanted to make $500 off of it cash plus the vehicle. That's just how they are. I've been on this earth way too long for them to pull that one over on me. Yeah, kind of a bummer, but you know, that just means there might be a better deal out there waiting for me. People just pull right out in front of us. Wow. So yeah, everything's probably backwards in the camera here, because I'm using the rear-facing camera, I guess, and my wife is actually the one driving, not me. Eric says some people will buy it at that price just to get a Skoolie. Yeah, probably. I mean, $6,500 isn't terrible, but I know of some way better ones out there for $5,000. I mean, it depends on what you want. Do you want a small bus that's going to be a little better on fuel mileage and just be like the bare minimum that you need, or do you want a full-length bus where you have tons of room, where, you know, and that, honestly, we would kind of rather have a full-length bus, because if we go out traveling around, let's say maybe this next summer or something, I mean, the bus wouldn't be built out fully at that point. But if things worked out to where we had the ability to travel and go see some places like Yellowstone, stuff like that, it's places that I've wanted to go see. In 21 years of driving a semi-truck, I've been kind of by places like that, but never was able to stop and really check out the sights. And I think you can get into most all those places with a full-length school bus, if you know how to drive, I guess. I wouldn't really be concerned with that. I've had my CDL for 21 years, going 22 years now, I guess. And I wouldn't have any issue getting in and out of some of those places. semi-truck into most of the places. But yeah, I mean, I was just really hopeful we'd get the bus and start off with that. But maybe God has something else in store for me. Maybe he's like, no, you need to get a bigger one. I don't know. So we're just looking around. I've already got on Facebook Marketplace and contacted a few others. There is a huge list of school buses in the area. There's a bunch that are further out, all the way down to like Dallas, Tulsa. I really don't want to have to drive that far to go pick one up, because you never know what might be wrong with it when you spend all that time and money going somewhere to look at a bus and then it's not what you thought it would be or whatever. There's been many times I've went and looked at vehicles that someone has posted on Marketplace and it's completely not what they said it was. The one I'm looking at that's over here in the town we're actually about to get into, it's got a cat motor, which I'm not super interested in because parts and stuff for those are super expensive. The transmission I'm not sure about. It looks like they've drove it through a field and knocked the mirrors off of it, so that's an issue. I'd have to buy mirrors, and those are probably a few $100s a piece to try to get mirrors for. Let's see here. Greenhorn and 1 acres. Bigger one is a lot more living room. Yeah, a lot more options. I've been watching Des the Hobo Travel Nurse and her Hubbardston building their Skoolie out, and the bus I was looking at is the same size as what they are building out, and that's a little bit small. It would work for just me and my wife to go travel in. It would work for that, but if I was to take my daughter or my son with us, which we would certainly need to take my daughter with us, so that would be 3 people in the bus, and that would be pretty tight. There would definitely have to be like 2 beds in there, then a shower, and I would definitely want to do the shower system like Eric at Greenhorn 1 Acre did, where it recycles the water, it goes through filtration system and everything. That'd be awesome. So you have like an endless hot water shower just on a few gallons of water. I don't know that I would put a 100-gallon tank in there like a lot of other people do, plus have like gray water and all that kind of stuff. I want to turn left here, or right here, I mean, so I don't lose service. If we go that way, I'll lose service for sure.
I was about to say I can't go left.
Yeah. No, we don't want to go that way. Go down to here through town. So yeah, there's one in this town here that I was looking at, and I don't know that it having a cat motor would really be a deal breaker. I would rather find one that has a 7.3 liter power stroke, or maybe bigger or whatever. Let's see, we got Patty Price. That's too small for your family, plus on a bigger one you could bunk bed and still have lots of living space. Yeah, the bigger one would be plenty of room for the whole family. I could definitely put a what do we have at home? Is it full size or is it queen size? I thought that was like a full. All right, so we have a queen size bed at home, and we don't even really have to have a bed that big. But I mean, on a 72 passenger bus, I could definitely have like 4 beds in there, a large countertop, area, a pretty good sized bathroom. I'd have like I would build some sort of stand-up shower in it. I'm not sure if I might put the shower, the bathroom, everything in the very back. I'm not real sure. Sandy Wilkerson says, hey everybody, what's up, Sandy? That's awesome to see you guys coming in here. It's been a long while since I went live, so yeah, I kind of let everybody go for a bit. I wasn't doing too good. It seemed like every time I do it live, my blood pressure, I could feel it going up. I think I've pretty well got that under control now. It had a lot to do with my acid reflux and my ulcer and everything. And the medicine that they put me on was actually causing it. So they just didn't realize, you know, when I went into the ER, they put me on Protonics right away. They gave me 2 of them that night when I went in there that first time, and which was actually basically an overdose. It was more than what I was supposed to have taken, and so it immediately started causing me to have the blood pressure issues, and we didn't realize that it was actually caused from that. So I got off of that, and I'm back to taking the famotidine, the over-the-counter famotidine, and it's working pretty good. As long as I stay on top of it, I have to take 2 of them about 3 times a day for it to work good. So getting all that taken care of, my esophageal erosions is healing up and everything, feel a lot better. So now I can get back to doing these lives. I still can't have coffee though, is what my doctor's saying. I have to stay away from caffeine, pretty much just drink Gatorade and water. It's kind of a bummer. See, she said I can't have my sweet tea anymore either. I was like, oh, you're killing me. I can't even have tea? Yeah. Tim Shizminski's couple of bunk beds, yeah. Yeah, I want like a queen or full. You can turn left right here, so you don't have to go on. This is just kind of a shortcut. I know roads everywhere. This is actually the town that I went to high school in, right here. Or, well, I guess one of them, because I went to high school in Miami, Oklahoma also. So, and she went to high school here, what, 1 or 2 years? Something like that. Patty Price said I'd drink death tea. Or is that decaffeinated? Yeah. Death? Is that, when you say death, I'm thinking diesel exhaust fluid. So decaf, I know what you mean. Let's see, Renee Keith and hi David and everyone. What's up, Renee? Man, all the old school people are, the OGs are back in here. That's awesome. Thank you guys for showing up. Eric said, take time to take care of yourself, bud. Yeah, I did. Man, I don't even know. It's been probably a good month. There's a stop sign up here. Probably been a good month since I've been live. And I've really backed off on how many videos I put out. Mainly because I help her with doing the Amazon runs and stuff. Usually I'm the one driving. And so I don't do lives and stuff, and I told her, I said, well, I need to do my live this morning, so could you drive? She had actually went up to pick up the load while I was dealing with going and trying to make the deal with the school bus, and that just fell through. So, and she's like, hey, you want to go with me? And I said, yeah, I'll ride along, I guess. I was actually going to do the live at home. The wind was actually pretty bad, so I was kind of not wanting to do the live. So I said, well, when she asked me if I wanted to ride along with her, I said, sure. I'll probably just go live from the car then. Mr. MT Homestead's in the house. What's up, man? He said, hey there, David. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. Awesome to see you, too. Man, I wish this thing wasn't bouncing around. We got you mounted on the windshield here, so it's a little rough. Getting ready to go into Oklahoma there. That's the line right there. Yeah, we're in Oklahoma now. I can't, Eric. I just said I can't have any caffeine. Oh, here's the other thing. Every time I was getting a headache, right? I'd get a headache and all these aches and pains and stuff, and I would take Excedrin, which has caffeine in it. And the doc lady and asked her what I could take because I knew I wasn't really supposed to be taking Excedrin because that aggravates the ulcer, right? That's actually what caused my ulcer. And the doctor, like, basically on the phone kind of griped me out to my wife, said, tell him to stop taking Excedrin.
But I said that before.
Yeah, she told me before. She's like, she argued with me. Well, I argued with her. She's like, you need to take Tylenol instead of Excedrin. I said, well, Tylenol's an NSAID too. I said, it's got the same stuff in it. I mean, when you look at the label, it says it's got acetaminophen, and then it's not caffeine, it's Tylenol. I don't know what the difference is, but Tylenol is not an NSAID. My wife was right. I was wrong. Very happy. She's nodding yes. So the doctor said, no, Tylenol is not an NSAID. That's what I need to be taking. So all this time, you know, I would take an Excedrin every now and then, and it was making everything go over and over again. Eric said, have a healthy drink of some sort then. I've got Gatorade. It's pretty much Gatorade and water for me. Thank you, Eric, so much for that. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Patty Price said, cutting in and out. Greenhorn Bloodacre's like laughing. He's got his hands thrown up. Like, okay. What the heck are they doing?
They just about got hit head on because they're stupid.
Are they passing?
They were trying to.
Oh.
With a bright red car coming at them.
Wow. I wasn't paying attention to what was going on in front of us, but a car was trying to pass somebody and there was somebody coming. So scary. They're quite a ways up in front of us. Heather Hopper, what's up? She said, hello everybody. Heather Hopper's in the house. What's up? Yeah. They gave her quite the load today to kind of juggle around the order of deliveries to get rid of this one huge box in here first. I think that's our first one, right? Yeah. So we're going. I was like, man, yeah, service over here is terrible. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to go live. Let's see. And we're down. It shows we only got 10 people now. That's not good. Barbie Cerna. Hey, you're not late. I switch phone service over to Cricket because my service is obviously terrible, especially once I get into areas of Oklahoma. Yeah. Greenhorn says, gotta go. Have a great week, Dave. Thanks, Eric. We'll see you later. I should be getting a lot closer to town now. Over here by Miami, Oklahoma, my original hometown. We'll be delivering in the area. So if you guys are in this area, watch out. We might be delivering your Amazon today. Let's see. But yeah, hopefully I don't lose any service again here. We're getting closer to town now. So. But yeah, her phone service is Cricket, and when we get over in Oklahoma, she has pretty good service. Like every area who has a school bus that they're wanting to trade or something. I've got a Mustang to trade off. I've got one person that's interested in trading for the Mustang, but I'm holding off because that bus isn't exactly what I want. It's a little bit rough. It has a cat motor in it, which is not exactly what I want. It just doesn't look like it's been well taken care of in the pictures. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I may schedule a time to go look at it. Thank y'all for stopping in. Yeah, I think we're just going to get off here. If you guys got any questions, throw them in quick. David Richardson said, hello, had a good Thanksgiving. Awesome. I had a great Thanksgiving. Got to spend it with some family and everything. So that was awesome.
We did not go Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, we did not go Black Friday shopping. The heck with all that. My anxiety cannot handle crowds of people. But we went to Walmart the next day, right? It was the day after Black Friday, and it was packed. So, and they still had Black Friday sales going on. But I'm not into doing all that Black Friday shopping and everything. Just get some stuff needed. But, hey, look at that. We got 15 people in here. 29 thumbs up. Patty Price said, good seeing you again. Take care of yourself. Thank you. I will do that for sure. I just hate having to pay money to go see the doctor all the time and get no answers. Every time I go in there, I pay them $75 because I don't have insurance. I have to pay cash. And go in there, and then basically all they say is, well, just keep taking the medications you're on and come back and see me in 30 days. Yeah, I don't like that. Or like, they ask me, are you diabetic? And I'm like, how would I know? You're the doctor. Aren't you the one that's supposed to tell me if I'm diabetic? I wouldn't know if I am or not. I might be like borderline diabetic. I don't know. But basically, I'm supposed to stay away from sugar now too. So. Gene Ackland said, good luck on bus looking and finding. Yeah, there's a lot of them, and the thing is trying to figure out which ones are going to be good. You know, I mean, there's a bunch of them out there that people have already started working on. Basically started ripping the seats out and everything, and then they find a bunch of rust and they give up. So I'm not really wanting to take on someone else's headache. The person I talked to about this other one that they might be interested in trading for, they say it's in great shape, that it needs a little bit of body work, and you know, I don't know what that means really. I just have to go see it in person. But I didn't really have time to go check it out today. So. Anyways, I thought I'd just give you guys an update on that instead of leaving you hanging on the Skoolie, and just give you an update. I did not get the Skoolie. That kind of fell through. The guy, he thinks, you know, what he's got is worth way more. He wanted $3,000 cash plus the Mustang, and I thought it should have been more like a straight across trade, honestly. So, anyways, it didn't happen, so I didn't get it. I'm going to keep looking and see what I can come up with, because I think it'd be pretty awesome to have a Skoolie and be able to turn that into an RV, basically. Something that, if things got really bad, we could actually live out of it if we needed to. That's not what I'm aiming for. We're still working with the bank on the house. Got all the paperwork sent in to them, and waiting to hear back from them with the holiday and everything. It's going to probably be a little bit before we hear back from them on it, but they should work with us on that and basically put everything onto the back end of the loan, and we should be good. And hopefully we can get a Skoolie, and that would be something, if I can get that built out and work on the house, get the house fixed back up to where it's in condition to sell it, then I could maybe sell the house. And the way the market is right now, there's so many people telling me if I put the house on the market right now, that it would be sold in probably a couple of weeks. That they are literally putting houses on the market, and people are putting contracts on them and buying them sight unseen for like double of what the people paid for them. And I'm like, well, that would be great. But at the same time, I mean, what I'm also hearing is like, once you put it on the market, you better have a place to buy, or you're going to be out on your butt in 30 days, basically. So that's one thing we're worried about, is if we put it on the market, it's going to sell right away, and then we have to find a place to live. And if I have a large school bus that we could set up camp in and get a diesel heater, get that all set up pretty quick, and I've got that little generator, we could make do with that, with like maybe, let's say, some cots and stuff, At the same time, we would have to be moving our stuff somewhere. We'd have to find some place to put everything. There are a few pieces of land that I've been looking at that are fairly inexpensive, something that I could pay for. If I sold the house for that kind of money, I would be able to buy that land for said amount of money and would be at that point debt free, and then have a place to move our stuff to. It would be out towards where Jason Crocker lives, out in that area. There's a few properties near there. It's not real close where he lives, but it's in kind of in that area. But the thing is, I want to go debt free, completely 100% debt free, and I think getting a Skoolie is one of those things that would actually help, you know, in that transition. Her cousin actually sold their house, what was it, a couple months ago, I think. They put it on the market and it sold just instantly. It was gone. They had to move out. They're now renting.
They lived in a hotel for like 2 or 3 months.
Okay, they lived in a hotel for 2 or 3 months because they couldn't even find a place to rent. And so right now they're actually renting a house, and he put a bid on a house and then got the test back on the well, and there was E. coli found in the well, so he's looking at backing out on that deal, and that puts them back at square one where they're still renting, which is not where they want to be, because that's, you know, taking money away from their investment and putting it into a rental somewhere for someone else. So yeah, I mean, I see what they're going through after they sold their house and the trouble they're having, but at the same time, what I'm looking for is a piece of raw land where I can build my own house. That's why I have a sawmill, and I want to be debt free. If I was to sell my house and buy a piece of land with a house on it, I would not probably be debt free, and I want to just go debt free. I could move my shed out to the property. There's a couple properties out there. They're small, pretty much big enough I can fit my shipping container on there, my sawmill, all that kind of stuff. It's like 1.2 acres or so, which is not very big at all. So I would actually be looking for a little bit bigger piece of land. If I sold the house, I would be able to afford a little bit bigger piece of land if I get the house sold. But right now, we're just trying to get everything worked out with the bank. So I don't want to do a quick sell on it and lose my butt on it, basically, and only get it paid off. That's not what I'm trying to do. So anyways, hopefully everything works out with all that. Everything fell through with the school bus today. What is she up to now? So, howdy Dave, how are you and the missus doing? We're doing pretty good. Nothing to complain about, really. We're out getting ready to start delivering some packages for Amazon. That's what we do right now for income, so I don't have to go out and get a full-time job. It allows me some flexibility with the doing YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Pretty much throughout the week, I'm usually the one driving, and she's the one sorting packages and everything. And basically, we try to do 2 loads a day, and if we do 2 loads a day, it pays us enough for both of us to be doing this. If we only do 1, it doesn't really pay. I mean, it pays, but it's not great for 2 people. But we will be able to be making our payments and everything doing just this right here. So anyways, I guess we're delivering here. We've never delivered here before, so this is actually a place that I need to come to and get my Indian card and stuff figured out. We're at the what is this, the
Health department or something?
The Indian Health Department place. Let's see, what is she up to now? Cool, that is doing a well-needed job, because deliveries is hard to get some places. Yeah. And right now I'm actually kind of regretting getting rid of the minivan, because the minivan was the perfect vehicle for doing this job. It got good gas mileage, and you could get a bunch of packages in that minivan. Super easy. And the way we used to do it was we would have my wife sitting in the back seat, and she could actually sort through the packages and find the next address, get all that together while I was driving to it, and it made it quick. But this car gets really, really good gas mileage, so it's awesome. It's just kind of a tight space. This is a little Mazda 3. It's my wife's car. But yeah, dang, 17 people in here. I guess you guys don't want me to get off here. It's not heavy, is it? You got it? I think she's got it. Yesterday, they gave us a box that had, I don't know what it had in it, but it felt like it was boxes of lead bullets, because it was stinking heavy. It weighed, I would say, 75 pounds or better. It was super heavy. I had a hard, and it wasn't a very big box. It was, you know, pretty good size, but not huge. And yeah, it was super heavy. Man, 19 people in here. This is awesome. Thank you guys all for showing up. But yeah, I probably need to get off here so I can help her. I mean, she don't need help right now. She's just waiting on someone to answer the door. What is ship to now? So she's finding ways to make more room fast to be able to get things out. Yeah, I'm the one that did the order of the deliveries. I mean, Amazon puts it in an order, which is usually not a great order. Like, there's a lot of times I have to go through after every stop, and I have to you know, tell her which one to go to next, because if I don't do that, a lot of times, I don't know if it's the computer system that sets up the ordering system on this, but it's messed up, and you'll end up backtracking a lot. The other day, we drove by a house like 7 or 8 times, and these people out there were just staring at us like, what are you doing? Are you lost? Because like, we would go around the whole mile section, right, and deliver to one house, and then we go around again and deliver to another house, and I was like, wait a minute, what the heck? And then it wasn't popping up on there on the map, like that we had another delivery just almost right next door. And so we would go around another quarter of the mile section, deliver to another place, and then it's like, oh, go back and deliver like practically right next door to the house you were just at. I was like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. It drove me nuts. But yeah. All right, so now we're heading on to our next stop. So I don't know, you guys enjoying this? I never thought about doing a live while at work, delivering Amazon. It doesn't pay great. I mean, I guess I could talk a little bit about the Amazon Flex system. I mean, if you guys have a pretty good sized town near you within, say, 20-30 miles, it might make sense for you to maybe get set up. You just have to have a mid-sized car. You got to have insurance. They have the added insurance for it being a business. And we try to do the 3.5 hour. Is this a 3.5 hour? That's hard to believe.
Well, there's only 28 stops with.
Oh, there's only 28 stops, so there's 30-something packages.
There's 46 packages.
46 packages, 30-something stops. So, yeah, several stops going to, you know, or several packages going to one place or whatever, I guess. But yeah, so when you, I would show you this, but I can't, because it has our address on it. You get the app downloaded, get set up with them and everything. It's pretty easy. You work for yourself, so you have to pay your own taxes and everything. It's a business you're doing. So I technically do not work for Amazon. let's see, what is shipped to now? Said not bad, 7 stops next to each other, then the rest get most of the package. Yeah, it's not bad when it works out like that. Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. The thing that really spooks me is when we show up to the Amazon loading facility and there's one tote out there, which means it's a lot of small packages like envelopes, which could mean you're doing a bunch of stops where you're just delivering one package like a mail person, but you got to walk up to their house each time. If it's a 4-hour run and you've got one tote, then that pretty much means you're driving all over the place. That it's going to be like each stop is going to be pretty far apart from each other, and so that's kind of a pain. There are good days and bad days, but we've done this for what? How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this 8 months. 8
months now that she's been doing this. I started like a month or so after she did, and I was doing that with the minivan. Then when I got the Mustang, of course I couldn't do that anymore. It would not make sense to drive that Mustang around because it is a gas guzzler, and if you are driving a Mustang around, you're not going to make money at all. It's too expensive to drive a Mustang. Yeah, what is shipped to now? So those are small packages of tiny things too. Yeah. Okay. Another point to talk about is it's like dealing with a broker. Like when I had my trucking company, I had to deal with brokers and kind of set my price. That's another thing you have to do, because like a 3.5 hour load might start off around $45 to do that. If you take that load for $45, you're likely going to spend $10 or $15 of that in gas. You're not making much money at all if you do that. We typically will not take a load unless it's a 3.5 hour, paying at least $75 to $77 each.
Amazon delivery.
So we got the customers back here.
Maybe. Yeah, I just have to scan it. I have to scan it first. But there's one missing, so I have to find it.
No.
Give me my phone and I'll start scanning. And that way they can get it off the trunk.
No. Oh boy. The other thing is, like, when someone has ordered multiple things and you deliver just one, and then they get mean and hateful with you, they're like, where's the rest of my stuff? It's like, hey, this is what we were given. There's probably another person on their way with the rest of your packages, because they're like, it says it's on its way, and I'm like, it's probably in another vehicle. Because we've showed up to multiple places before where there's actually a bunch of boxes there already delivered from another Amazon driver, already sitting on someone's porch. So it doesn't all get put in one vehicle. But yeah, the really great thing about it is, like, when you schedule a load and let's say a storm is coming in, it starts lightning, they cancel the load, and as long as you showed up and you checked in, you still get paid. And she done that for what, a week?
Yeah, I did that a week with 2 loads a day.
2 loads a day during the Amazon Prime thing. And yeah, like, storm come in, it was lightning, and she got paid for it and just drove back home. Didn't have to deliver nothing. I was like, hey, if that could happen like all the time, that would be gravy. So there are those little things like that that happen every now and then that really helps you out, and kind of evens things out for you. And there's a lot to it, like as far as like organizing, which it doesn't seem really organized today.
It actually was. The 2 boxes on this side were organized, and the 8 boxes that had to go to them, there was 1 in the trunk, and that was it. And now these ones go to where they're supposed to go.
All right. Let's see.
It's
What is
just
she up to now? Said
fine.
our delivery men laugh because I know how many we are getting and from who and where, and take them in ASAP when it comes. Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting job. I mean, and the thing is, like, once you've been an owner operator, like in trucking or something, it's really, really hard to go back out over the road and drive for somebody, because you know what that truck is making pretty much, and you're making so much less. It's really hard to do. That's probably one of my biggest problems, is like I've worked for myself for so many years that I just cannot get myself to go to work for somebody else for very little money. What is she up to now? Said it started organized.
We're probably going to be backtracking if we don't look at the map. Don't turn it up, look at the map.
Well,
X.
pay attention, you're driving. I gotta work on this one.
I'm driving just fine. You do that quickly.
I'm trying to.
I need to start at number 2 now.
Well, you're going to number 12. I would do 12, 13, and then we'll go over and start at number 2.
Head north on South 580
Because
Road.
these are
Okay,
out of-
69
they're out of the
and
way
a
over
quarter
here.
mile, make a U-turn on South 580 Road. Okay, 69 enters.
It's
In
saying
quarter
do a
mile,
U-turn.
turn left onto East 66 Road.
Wait.
Head north on South 580 Road.
Gotta turn
Okay,
around.
69A. Then in a quarter mile, make a U-turn on South 580 Road.
Go back
Okay,
to the map to
60,
make
make
sure
a
you're doing
U-turn
it.
on South 580 Road.
I said
Okay,
you need to turn around.
69 enters.
But I was headed the right direction.
Until you passed your turn. She's gonna slap me, guys, because she's not listening to me. Let's see. All right, so what is she up to now? Said it started organized, just slide around, and a couple corners. They may be again. Yes.
See?
When I drive, that's what happens. We start off organized. When we're both loading, it's easier. Like, she's doing the scanning and I'm doing the loading. And for the most part, I don't try to organize too much. I organize by like what towns we're going to. I'll put like one town over on this side in the passenger seat, one town over here, and then one town, like the last ones we're doing, in the trunk. And I just kind of organize it like that.
66
It's
Road.
pretty important to do that and have it as organized as possible, because finding the packages can be very time consuming. As you can see, that first stop we just did, I mean, she knew where it was, but then the second one,
I knew where
there
all
was
but one was.
she knew where all of them but one was, and so she had to search. Nana's crazy life. Donna Griggs, what's up? She gave me some hearts, thank you.
But that's because we don't organize envelopes.
Gracie Lona said, hi Dave, good luck, have a good day. What is she up to now? Said, hi Nana. Donna Griggs, you're the one that won the Simple Life Reclaim, what is that, the Blue Eddy, right? Pretty sure you did. That was awesome. I was so hoping I could win that, but then I missed that live, which I wouldn't have won anyway, because she won it. But I was like, man, that would have been so cool. That's awesome. But what do you think of that Blue Eddy, or have you got it yet? Pokemoke Forest said, did he go for the trade? No, that guy, he told me he had a lot more money in it than what he did. Just a typical car dealership, right? They try to pull the wool over your eyes, right? He's like, I'll do the deal. You trade me the Mustang and $3,000. And I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, you're gonna give me $3,000? And he's like, no, you give me $3,000 and the Mustang. I was like, you got to be kidding me. There's no way I'm doing that. And we're going out in the country now. Dirt road. One thing I hate about this. Good Lord. It is bumpy.
They graded that at like 8 miles an hour.
Yeah. Let me hold the phone here. Oh, dang it. I about put somebody in timeout. Dana's crazy live. Almost put you in timeout there. Yeah, what are you up to now? Hi. Hi, Poke. Yeah. We're on the dirt road here. Check this out. This is Oklahoma here, guys. It's my old stomping grounds here. Oklahoma road sucks.
500 feet, arrive at the destination on your right. Arrive at the destination on your right.
Oh, you got it yesterday? Awesome. That's awesome. Did it just say it was on the left? Did I hear that right?
No, it said the right.
Okay. I heard it wrong. I got selective hearing, guys. What a Shep 2 said. Oh, cool, Nana. That is wonderful. Good news. Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait for you to put some videos out on it, if you haven't already. This guy's getting out of his truck like, what the heck?
Well,
They always look at us like, who the heck is this? And we got Amazon on the windshield. Pokemoke 4 said, I traded a 83 GT Mustang for a Hawk motorhome years ago. Awesome trade, man.
thank you. And that's you, right? That's right.
That's my brother.
Okay.
Okay. I couldn't find the name, but yeah, that's my brother.
All right, thank you.
Man. Make sure we're going to the right one. You
No,
want me to
we
do
are
it?
not. You're going to have to do that.
Okay. So I have to go in here and reorganize, go into the map.
You can show them like what the map looks like because they can't see much.
All right, we're going to number 13 now. And start traveling.
Continue east on East 66 Road, then in a quarter-mile turn right
down
on the
this
South
way and turn
600
right.
Road.
And I wish they would fix their app to where it would show the map in north up only, because what would you call that? Where the camera view kind of lowers and it shows the direction that it thinks you're facing, and that gets really confusing because when you leave out of a place like that, you haven't moved enough for your GPS to really show like which direction you're pointing. And there's been many times we pulled out of someone's driveway and turned the wrong way. So you're always always trying to figure out which, or keep track of which way is north and south and all that. And it's crazy. If they would just simply have the option for you to like click on the map or something and have it in to where the north is always up on the map, you could keep it, keep your bearings straight.
Oklahoma directions would be easier if they just said head towards the big barn.
Which big barn? A lot of barns out here.
If you pass the tree, you've gone too far.
Just what all men want, a lady to hand them packages. They're a lot nicer when my wife is the one delivering the packages, trust me. When I get out, they seem like, I don't know what you'd call it, like kind of apprehensive, like they're ready to go for their gun or something. That's what when I pull up and I get out and she's not with me or something, I'm delivering packages by myself, people are just like, who are you? You know, like kind of skeptical, you know? And we have a big sign on the windshield that says Amazon. And the guy was sitting there staring right at it.
Quarter mile, turn right.
Didn't even read it.
He was too busy looking at me.
Nana's crazy life said, no, I'm going to have dental work, so it might be a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just got a tooth pulled, and it's healing up pretty good. I can actually like touch it with my tongue now and not be grossed out. It doesn't hurt
Turn
anymore.
right.
I think yeah, you're just gonna keep right here. Now we're going kind of skirting along I-44 here. I'm trying to hold the phone here so it's not vibrating real bad. Well, hopefully you're not having to get teeth pulled, because that, I mean, I don't know, it wasn't terrible for me. It was just kind of a nagging pain for a while. It went away in a few days. So. But at least, you know, I quit smoking, so this time getting a tooth pulled was way better than last time. Last time I got a tooth pulled, I thought, you know, oh heck, I could just barely puff on the cigarette and get away with it. It was bad. I ended up getting dry socket, which hurt. It made me sick. I think I took like 2 or 3 puffs off the cigarette and ended up we had to pull over because she took me and I threw up. It was bad. And I learned my lesson. Oh man. Said she's having all of her bottom teeth removed and she has enough money. Yeah, my wife has dentures. When was it you got that done? It was after Kaylee?
Nope, it was 2007.
So it was after Brandon. So after our second son, I guess every time she had a kid, it was depleting her calcium
In 250
and her teeth
arrive
just...
at the destination on your left.
Yep, this is it. So her teeth really deteriorated like quickly with the second pregnancy, and we went into Dentures and Dental Services in Grove, Oklahoma. Really great place. Went in there, talked to them.
Killer cat coming at me.
They gave us a quote on what it would end up costing to fix her teeth, and basically in the consultation they said, honestly, it's going to cost you so much and so many visits, and in the end game you're going to be so much better off if you just get all of your teeth removed and get dentures now, rather than going through all the money, the headache and everything. I think how much was it? Like, was it 12 or 1500?
It was 1900.
1900. I knew it was something like that, but we got our tax returns that year, and I said, well, we're getting it done. Got her dentures, and so she's had dentures ever since then. And she doesn't even wear her bottom dentures. She only wears the top ones. She eats fine. It's kind of weird. But I mean, I guess she just never could get used to those bottom ones. And so yes, having babies do that with the lady. Yeah. When I first met her, she had beautiful teeth, and just having kids just messed it up. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys want to do Amazon, you guys can, if you have any questions or anything, you can always email us. My email is in my About tab. It's davidmehood@gmail.com. You can email me, and if I can help you, I'll help you. They have yellow stickers on them. Let's see. Alright, just make sure I don't show any address or names or anything. But like right here, that yellow sticker, this number right here, the 1017, those actually are sequential numbers, and if you go by that number, you can actually get these in order as the order that is put on your map.
Take a U-turn on East 80 Road.
But we don't always deliver things in order because it doesn't work out the best. So are you going to number 2 now?
No, 14's right next. Right
No, I don't think so.
by. Yeah, it said so, I thought.
You're having to go on the other side of the interstate.
Well, then do whatever else.
Alright, so hang on. I mean, you could do that one.
No, let's just do those.
Alright, well, you have to go down here and go underneath the interstate. Let's just go ahead and do it. It's only like a mile. And then we'll go do the ones in town. Or I think they're in town. I was thinking we would do that one on the way over to the other ones. But they have us divided up, like there's a bunch on one side of the interstate,
Road for 3/4 of a
and then a
mile.
bunch on the other side of the interstate, a little further out of town. So you have to look at that stuff, because sometimes what they do, the way they number them on here, they'll have you jumping back and forth across. And this is I-44 right out here to the side of me. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's Interstate 44 right there. And there's only so many places you can go over or under the interstate. So sometimes they mess it up to where you have to drive a long ways and then go across the road, deliver one package, and then you have to go back again on the other side. So you really got to watch that. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of backtracking time.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South 600 Road.
Nana's Crazy Life said, "You're delivering for Amazon?" Yes. We've been doing this a while. And then What a Ship's Up To Now says, "Yep, they are. And we're riding along with them." Yep, you guys are riding along. We're delivering Amazon packages. That's what we've been doing for a little bit. I was trying to basically make money with the woodworking and stuff, and it's just not enough
Turn
for
right
me
onto South
to
600 Road.
stay busy. I mean, I can stay plenty busy doing it, but it's not making enough money, consistently, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So we have to do this, to make enough money to pay just the bare minimum of the bills.
When you do this and you have the freedom that we have, you don't want a 9 to 5 sit on your butt in an office job anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much freedom in this right here. Like, you don't have to go to work every day. If you have something you need to do that day, like today I needed to, go and try to get that bus. I didn't necessarily have to go. She had only planned on doing one load today, but where she was going, she wanted me to go because this is actually where I grew up over here in Oklahoma. So she wanted me to go and help out a little bit with basically just like navigation and everything.
It's safer with 2 people.
Yeah, it's safer with 2 people too. Another thing that is a huge must is mace. This is hers. I didn't bring my mace today. This is pink. I don't like this one right here. What'd we pay for this? Like $12 at Lowe's. This one right here, it flips over like that, and then you push that down. It's pretty easy and everything. The thing is, though, what I worry about is this right here can easily get pushed over with it on your belt clip, and you could accidentally squirt yourself with that. And even if it's just on your leg or something, it's probably going to not be comfortable. And what we would need that for is the dogs. I have been to some places where I would not even dare get out of the vehicle. A great big Rottweiler at one place, and he was not friendly at all. I mean, you can tell when a dog is just barking, right? And they mean nothing by it. They're just a big baby. And then you can tell when a dog is really actually mean and they mean business. And this dog was not letting me out of the vehicle. I ended up, there was actually 3 of them. And I was like, I'm not getting have my CCW, if y'all know what that means. So there's that. In case, you know, something crazy was to happen or whatever. And we do go into Oklahoma, which is a, what do they call that? They honor the Missouri CCW, so we're good. But I don't want to use that kind of force if I don't have to. So that's why we invested in the pepper
In
spray.
500 feet, arrive at the destination on your right.
We haven't had to use it yet, thankfully. I really don't want to have to spray a dog with mace, you know,
Arrive at the destination on your right.
that could be a problem. Did that mailbox even have the number on it?
Yeah, it was in the right.
Oh, it's right here.
Yep.
Right here. All right. So, I mean, we've been to some places, several of them, where there's been some really mean dogs there. And basically, I try to make it a point not to return packages back to Amazon, because that you get points for every time you do that. I don't know at what point they would get rid of you or stop letting you pick up loads, but we try to make it a point not to. And so we have a really high rating with them. We get the packages there, we get them delivered. If there's an issue, we tell them why we put it where we put it. We take a picture of where we put it so they can find it. If you order from Amazon and you go through that app, a lot of times you can actually track your package. It'll tell you like, hey, you're getting your package next. You can track it and be there or whatever when it gets there. And you also get a picture of where it was put. So I'll take the picture. Like one place there was some really vicious dogs there, and I had to pull up next to the back end of this guy's pickup. His tailgate was down. And you know, I didn't want the dogs to take off with his package. So yeah, number 2. So I put it on his tailgate. I pulled up literally, like the mirror and the door was about that far away from his tailgate. I put the package on his tailgate, took a picture, and we left. And those dogs were trying to get at my arm, so I was like, wow. I never realized what FedEx and UPS guys go through delivering packages. A good friend of mine, the guy that showed me how to make duck calls and squirrel calls and everything, Sam Brewster of Brew Calls, I did a video on him when I went and had Ridge Life's deer call, I think it was. Yeah, it was a deer call that I had made for Tim over at Ridge Life. That was made by Sam Brewster at Brew Calls. I did that video on that. And so anyways, why are we going over here?
That's number 2. That's where it said to go.
Kind of out of route. Whatever.
Pretty good.
Anyways, he is a FedEx driver, and that's actually how I met him. He was delivering packages in my area, and he seen that I had a sawmill. He stopped by and talked to me. He wanted to see if I had like any special pieces of wood, like spalted maple, stuff like that. I had some spalted oak and stuff that I gave him. Well, he bought it from me. It wasn't for sale. It was actually like junk wood. I mean, I knew it wasn't junk wood, but it was laying in the junk pile. And I told him he could have it. He's like, no, I'm going to pay you something for it. So he gave me like $10 for a big chunk of spalted white oak. And he made some really cool calls with that. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat. Oh, what did I miss? Okay. Riding with them. Okay, thank you, Worship. Okay. Nana, we get to watch Dave giggle on the dirt road while sitting in his seat. It's fun. Debbie Schreeman, I keep my dog inside when I know I will be having a delivery, but all mine are FedEx or UPS. Well,
Good idea.
You never really, like with Amazon, you don't know who's going to deliver it. We've actually had USPS, the Postal Service, bring stuff back that they were supposed to deliver. They didn't get it delivered, and then we had to go deliver it. So lot of times people don't really know who's delivering it. Another thing people don't tend to know is because we'll get comments on here that says to deliver the packages in the mailbox.
Turn right on
We can't
South
do that.
580
That's
road,
actually
locate
illegal.
69
You can put up a different mailbox at your house or closer
Yeah.
to your.
You can put up a
Bins.
different box, or a lot of people have like a bin. Because we delivered at one place a few times, and our first time there we learned a valuable lesson that this big horse of a dog could actually reach over the fence and get the package. They had a few big boxes. We put the boxes exactly where they said to put them, and there was a package on top, and the dog, which is like the size of a freaking horse, comes up there on the fence, reaches over, grabs the package, and takes off with it before I could grab a hold of it and get it from him. I was like, well, I hope they get it. Apparently they got it. Apparently the dog brought it back to him or something, because we didn't have a complaint. But man, I tell you, I was worried about that one. I was like, they're gonna say we didn't deliver, you know. But I mean, apparently they got
I took a picture in that 10 seconds before he got it.
Yeah, she got the picture of it
With the dog
with
in
it
the picture.
right there, and the dog was right there, and I guess they probably figured the dog got it. It was crazy. I was like, man, and we have no way of like making a comment saying, hey, your dog got a hold of the package. We put it right where they said to put it. They said to put it on top of this box. That's where we put it.
Continue for 1
And the
mile
dog
on
got
East
it.
80 road.
So, boy, these Oklahoma roads, I'm telling you. This is not a gravel road, guys. This is a paved road. Let's see here. Nana's Craziest Life said, I just got an Amazon package. I wish it was you guys. You could come in for coffee. But I think Colorado's a little bit out of your route. Oh yeah, it's way out of my route. We're in Oklahoma.
If they paid me enough.
We're in northeast Oklahoma, in Miami to be exact. We're out here around Inyo right now. What a shift to now. So that's 4 corners past their area now. Yeah. That Colorado's out there a bit. She said, I know. So this has become an interesting live.
Don't do it.
We're gonna get ran over by a guy on the train tracks. Got 14 people in here watching this craziness. This train wreck of a live. I need to just put my wife on it. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
We got a stop sign. Don't rear end this guy. Alright, you're off the camera now. She's got to pay attention to her driving. It'll make me worried. You'll see me over here like, hit the brakes. Yeah, usually I'm the one driving. I can multitask, but I don't want to do a live and drive at the same time.
And shift.
And shift. She gripes every time I grind the gears in her car. When I get in a hurry, like we're like time crunch, like yesterday.
Mile, turn right.
Man, I tell you what, if we had to sit at a stoplight for 10 seconds longer, we would have been late to picking up our second load yesterday. Nana's Crazy Life said, hi, honey bunny.
Hi.
I've not been out here yet.
That's a really cool mailbox thingy.
In 700 feet, turn left onto a driveway.
Over there. 1107. Pretty nice houses out here.
Turn left onto a driveway.
I'll tell you what, if we could find a piece of land out over here, I would move over here. Mainly because myself and my kids.
In 100 feet, arrive at the destination on your left.
All right, are you done talking? Thank you. It's always interrupting me. But anyways, me and my kids can get free health care through the Indian tribe because I'm Cherokee Indian. So but it's a little bit of a drive from where we live, so I don't typically come over here for healthcare. How long do you work every day? Well, we usually will do like 2-3.5 hour runs. That usually starts,
I hope they're paying you enough so you don't ruin your car.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
If we could stay off the dirt roads.
That's the trouble.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, all those are mine?
These two are.
Holy moly.
Oh,
Christmas is coming early, I guess, huh?
yes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
All right, next one.
Make a U-turn on a driveway, then in 200 feet
All
turn
right, what
right.
was I talking about? I completely forgot.
I had no clue.
The guy come out here to get his packages. Oh, how long do we work every day? All right, so typically our first run we pick up at what, 11?
Yep.
We usually get the 11 o'clock to like, what is it, 2:30? And then if we have time, we try to get a load scheduled in before we deliver our last package. And we pick up what, 2:30 or 3.
Typically,
In 700 feet
we're
turn
usually
left
done
on
by 6 or
22nd
7
Avenue Northeast.
in the afternoon.
typically a 3.5 hour run, we can have done in 2.5 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
Only because I've been doing it so long that we know the
Turn
area.
left onto
And it's
22nd Avenue
repeat
Northeast.
people.
Yeah,
In
we get
800 feet turn
a
left
lot of
onto Oak
the
Lane.
same people. We deliver to them multiple times a week. They're repeat offenders.
Now,
That's what I call
the
them.
one we did Friday night,
Turn left onto Oak Lane.
I do not recommend ever doing that again.
What's that?
The Arkansas run.
Oh, yeah.
700 feet
Um,
turn right onto Linden Lane.
that-
then in
that's what I was kinda
250
talking about
feet arrive
earlier.
at the destination on your right.
We pulled in there to get loaded, and they had one tote for us, and it was a 3 hour
It
or
was
3.5, 4,
4 hours.
a 4 hour. And normally we don't take a 4 hour because those are usually a headache. There's
Turn right
usually
onto
something
Linden
about
Lane,
it that
then
just
in
makes it
250
too
feet
much of a
arrive at the
pain.
destination on your right.
And the little bit extra they pay for that just
In
isn't enough.
250 feet arrive at the destination on your right.
But because of the pay,
Yeah.
I chose.
Yeah.
Arrive at the
That low.
destination on
Yeah.
your right.
That one paid, what was it, 104 or something?
Yeah.
But we ended up in Pea Ridge, Arkansas. At night. that was what, an hour and a half from Joplin to Pea Ridge? Whatever that drive is. It's a good amount of time from Joplin, from the Amazon place.
Deliver it to the garage. Okay.
I don't know if that's it. I didn't see the address. But
1306. Is
so anyways, we ended up in Pea Ridge, and it was at night, and the traffic there was crazy for some reason. I don't know if it was like the Black Friday stuff. What is she up to now? Said, we have time for another load, Dave?
Yes.
Possibly. If I was helping her. She's doing pretty dang good for doing this by herself, and me just over here riding along. But basically I'm just like helping her keep everything in order as far as where to go next, sort of. This load isn't that bad as far as the how it's laid out on the route. It's not that bad, so I'm not having to do much of anything. Oh yeah, this thing tells you to make a U-turn all the time. I'm like, man, if they would just like put it in the algorithm to never tell you to do a U-turn, it'd be great. You're not supposed to be doing U-turns. I mean, in my trucking career, I was always told if we were caught doing a U-turn in a semi-truck, we were fired. I mean, they didn't even ask questions. If someone called in and you're driving for Schneider National, if someone called in with your truck number and said they seen you do a U-turn on a 2-lane or interstate, whatever, you were fired immediately. No questions asked. They don't even need a picture to prove it. It's just someone could call in and say they seen your truck doing a U-turn and you're done.
This one may be in the trunk.
Yeah, but we'll get most of this load done, and we'll kind of see where we're at and where the rest of our load is and how far that is from Joplin, and figure up, you know, how long does it take. I think we'll probably be, what, 30 minutes away when we final out?
Yeah.
We'll be about 30 minutes from Joplin. So we have to take that into account. You've got to worry about issues. Like one day we took a load, we were headed there. We ended up being like 4 minutes late because there was a semi truck that turned out on Highway 43 in between Seneca and Joplin, and he didn't turn wide enough, and his trailer was off in the ditch, and he was blocking the road, so that put us behind. So, I mean, you can't really account for everything, but we try to.
Okay, hold this one. The other one's in the trunk.
All right. Was this one behind us?
Yeah.
That's me not doing my job. I couldn't see that on the... Well, you actually went a different way to this one, too, though. Is that one 13? Is this the 1306?
Yeah.
Okay. It's right here, right?
Yep.
She's got to go grab the other one. I mean, it's not a hard job, but you want to have a reliable vehicle. Hey, what's up, Crazy Ed? Good to see you in here, man. Glad I stayed on this long so you could hop in here.
Who?
Crazy Ed. Nana's Crazy Life said, hey, Ed. That's awesome to have you in here, man. Shouldn't you be sleeping right now? I've been missing your lives, man. Man, we got 16 people in here, 44 thumbs up. Oh, you just got out of bed. Awesome. Hope you got good enough sleep. So how's everything working out for you out there right now? I just tried to get a bus today, and that fell through. The guy wanted $3,000 plus the Mustang, and I asked him, I said, how much do you want for these? Like cash money. If I was to walk in here with cash money, like if money was not an issue, how much would you need? And he said $6,500. And I said, well, that's what I've been trying to get for my Mustang. You know, we're right there. And he's like, he goes, well, your Mustang has a prior salvage title. And I was like, it had a little fender bender with the bumper. It still has the original bumper on it. It's like, you can see what happened to it. It's still there. They didn't even repaint it. And I was like, that's nothing. I don't know why they salvaged it. I mean, it's obviously a stupid insurance thing, why they done that. It wasn't like messed up real bad or anything. And he said, well, with a prior salvage title, the bank's not going to loan but maybe half of what the blue book is on it. So that, I guess that's where he stood on it. But I was just like, I'm not giving you $3,000, because if I was to give you $3,000, that's all I'm going to give you. I'm not giving you the Mustang and $3,000 for a school bus that I could probably go to an auction and get for about $2,500, or maybe less. If I really wanted one, I could probably go to my ex-old boss and I could tell him what I want, because he goes to auctions all the time. That's how I know so much about how much that stuff goes for, because that's what he does, and that's how he makes money. I could tell him what I'm looking for, and he could go to an auction and get me one for probably $1,500 or so, and he would probably make money on it too. Crazy Ed says, going good, but I need another bigger chainsaw, and I need a friggin' log splitter, and I need a sawmill. Yeah, I mean, what you really need, you need a chainsaw mill out there, because there's just so many stumps and stuff. I don't know, if you had a four-wheeler with a tiny log arch that you can pull behind the four-wheeler, you know, something that would just lift up the butt end of the log off the ground so you could drag it with something like a four-wheeler or side-by-side, or maybe a small tractor. You could do that, but I don't know, with my setup it would be so much work to try to get back in there with the log arch, to try to get a hold of logs and then try to get them to the sawmill would just be a huge pain. So honestly, if you could get an Alaskan sawmill, chainsaw mill, that would be awesome, because you could fall a tree and mill it up right where it sits, and then you can drag the boards out of the woods quite easily.
On your right.
And it seemed like a lot of your good trees was back in there a good ways.
In 150 feet, arrive at the destination on your right.
2237.
Arrive at the destination on your right.
I can't read it.
That one has
It's
to
half
be it,
missing
because the
it.
other one's 33.
Yeah. People and their house numbers. It says 223 and the other number ripped off. Nana's Crazy Life said, gotta go, see you soon. Alright, have a good one. Yeah, I probably need to be getting off here pretty soon. I've been on an hour and 35 minutes. Surprisingly, she's actually doing pretty good. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off here, guys. Good to see y'all in here. Hour and 36 minutes in. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing my Monday morning lives again. I don't know exactly what time is gonna work out for us, because we try to do loads on Monday, mainly because on the weekends, everybody and their brother is doing loads on the weekends. It's kind of packed in there, and that actually keeps the rates down low on the weekends. So we get better rates during the week when everybody else, the soccer moms and everyone, is out doing their 9-to-5 job or whatever, because they're out there making extra money on the weekends and stuff. So we try to not do the weekends. Like, she will usually do maybe one load a day on the weekend and take one of the kids with her, and they kind of do the sorting for her instead of me, and that gives me time to do my YouTube stuff and some woodworking and stuff like that.
Make a U-turn on Elmwood Lane, then in 500 feet turn left onto Oak
Crazy
Lane.
Ed says, I'm going in a good ways to build a house. Cool. Awesome. I wish you luck on it, man. I think that in my video where I showed that one spot up there, it was kind of up on the hill. I think that is still kind of on your property. That looked like a great place. But I seen your video where you pointed out a spot, and I said, man, that where you was looking at was a good spot too. So it has a really nice view. So anyways, I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Hope you guys have a good one, and hopefully I will be back on next Monday. I know Jason Crocker left the 7 p.m. open on Friday nights. I've been thinking about maybe taking and going live in that time slot. I don't know if I should or not, really. I don't know. So you guys, let me know. Should I go live at 7 p.m. Friday nights? It is a prime time kind of spot, My analytics say that most of my subscribers are online at that time, and so it would be a good time for me to go on, as far as my analytics say. But you guys are like my regulars, so let me know what you guys think. Should I go live at 7 p.m. on Friday? Nana's Crazy Life said do it. All right. I don't know. I got to think about it. 7 p.m. would likely be when we're just getting done with the load, if we do a second load on Friday. Some Fridays there's not a load in the afternoons, and we may not have anything available this afternoon, so I don't know. Let's see. Crazy Ed said, yeah, everyone's giving up their sale right now. Heather Hopper said try it at least once. Nana's Crazy Life says try it at least once. Okay. Oh,
We
boy,
may be
that
in the middle of a load then.
at 7 p.m. on Friday.
Maybe.
Yeah. We're usually done by 7. The thing is it's dark, and we would likely be driving home at that time. So, I mean, if we don't do a second load on Friday, I will go live at 7 p.m. during Jason Crocker's normal live time. As far as I know, no one else has taken it. And I never wanted to compete with him or anything. He's helped out my channel so much since I've really, I don't know, I've had my YouTube channel for like 13 years or so now, but I didn't really put much into it until like the last 2 years. You know, about the time I found Jason Crocker's channel, and he's done a ton for my channel and everything, and so I really appreciate everything he's done.
Continue east on Morgan Circle, then in 150
I don't
feet,
know that
arrive
I
at the
want to
destination on your left.
take over his spot, really.
Arrive at the
It
destination
kind of
on
feels
your left.
weird, but yeah, I would never compete with him. So anyways, I guess I will try to go live 7 p.m. Friday and see you guys there. Okay, sound good? All right, so we're gonna end this one if I can figure out how to do it. I've done, yeah, it's been a bit, so bear with me. We'll see you guys later. Bye.